Girl, I am so excited about today's reading. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Natalie Hughes. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a life mindset and manifestation coach in my business, and on my platform, I have the honor and the pleasure of helping professional women create emotionally fulfilled and purpose-driven lives for themselves. In today's video, we are achieving this mission by doing some readings about your future spouse, your future husband, and we are looking into like his big daddy qualities. Do you know what I'm saying? When a man just does something, or a man is something, or a man has something, like when a man is really tall or taller than you, and you're just like standing there before him, and he's just standing there being so tall, and like that's just like it's just like a radiating like big daddy energy just from his height. You know what I mean? Or like for me, because all of this is like subjective, right? There's some short kings out there that are super fucking masculine. So that was just an example. But like another example is like men's thighs. Okay, I've pre-shuffled a couple of the cards, so I know that thighs are going to come into one of the piles. I'm not going to tell you which, but I know that it's going to come into, and that's why it's coming up in my mind, because like I shuffled the cards and I tried not to peek, but you know, sometimes you're shuffling and they flip over. So I know that that's going to come up later. But men and their like big meaty thighs, I don't know, bitch. I don't know. It just does something to me. Okay, so that's what we're getting into. What are your future husband's big daddy qualities? Maybe we're talking about the physical, maybe we're talking about the mental, maybe we're talking about the financial, maybe we're talking about all of it, okay? So there's 3 piles, 3 pictures, they're all numbered, and the timestamps are already in the description box, so head over to your reading, and I will see you there. All right. All right, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. We are getting into what is making your future husband like big daddy. You know, like when men have like big daddy energy, maybe you would call it big elephant emoji energy. You know what I'm saying? This video will be monetized, so we have to keep it cute, and we need to be creative with our language, okay? So what are the qualities that are making your future husband like just this big daddy? Okay. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this reading. And as we tap into the energy, I have to remind you, I'm doing a giveaway this week. You can enter to win a free reading from yours truly, which I already know that you want, by commenting down below, #NeedThat, okay? You can find all of the information about this week's giveaway and the cutoff dates and all that shit in the description box. Now let me roll this astro die and let's get into it. So we have Neptune in Pisces in the 4th house. Bitch, this is sick. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Okay, I'm so excited. I feel like I need to breathe. I feel like I need to relax. I feel like I need to rest, but I'm so excited. Okay. Neptune and Pisces in the 4th house. First of all, Neptune is currently in Pisces. So you guys could be experiencing this Neptune and Pisces transiting your 4th house, right? So you could have Pisces energy in the 4th house. You guys could have Neptune in the 4th house natally. Your person could have this. They could definitely be a Pisces, could definitely be a Cancer, could definitely have 4th house placements. You guys could have 4th house synastry. So let's say that you have Pisces in your 4th house and they have a Pisces sun. Their sun is probably going to fall into your 4th house, right? That's 4th house synastry. So you guys might have these things. You do not have to have these things. The astrology is just giving us a representation of what's going on energetically. And I love I love his energy, right? So Neptune and Pisces in the fourth house, this is deeply spiritual. Okay, your future husband's spirituality is what's giving him this big daddy energy. I feel like your future husband is psychic. I feel like your husband is intuitive. And I feel with this Neptune and Pisces in the fourth house, it's very emotional, it's very emotionally mature, it's very emotionally attuned, it's very emotionally aware. This is a man who loves to caregive, because that's fourth house energy, right? The fourth house is going to be ruled by Cancer. It's going to be connected to the moon, and the moon and Cancer and fourth house energy is all about mothers. It's all about being nurtured, the way that we were nurtured growing up, the way that we nurture ourselves, the way that we nurture others. It's about our home and the home environment that we have. And so I feel like your husband is going to be this man who is very connected internally, like very spiritual internally. Okay, so this is a man who definitely has psychic gifts. Okay, and I'm not really getting that he's like I'm not really getting that he's somebody who is like, I'm a psychic medium and I talk to dead people. It's not really giving that. Of course he could be, but that's not what it's giving. It's just giving a man who knows, right? It's a very psychic energy. It's a claircognizant energy, even a clairsentient energy. Sometimes your future husband is going to know. He's going to know when something is wrong, whether he's in your presence or something is happening. Like, let's say you're having a bad day. You know, sometimes when you're at that particular point in your cycle where everything just makes you sensitive, you know, like, I'm not at that point in my cycle right now, but earlier today, I somehow misplaced my black sweater. And so I moved through my house like 3 different times trying to get the sweater, and I couldn't find it, and I was getting really frustrated, and I almost started crying. And if I was at that point in my, like, you know, like menstrual cycle or my ovarian cycle, I definitely would have like burst into tears and not gone for my walk, because where the fuck is my sweater? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, when you have those moments, like you're having a really bad day, or there's something discouraging happening, or, you know, things just aren't going your way and you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed and you're feeling sad. It's like bring, 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 bring. All of a sudden your phone is ringing. You're like, how did he know that I'm upset right now? You like answer the phone. Your future husband's like, hey baby, are you okay? You know, that Kim Kardashian video or whatever, where I don't know exactly what happened. I don't watch the show, but somebody on the other line is like, is everything okay? She's like, yeah, everything is okay, but can you just like talk for a sec? And then she like starts crying. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of energy. And I feel like you guys are gonna have this like ability to be so emotionally vulnerable and open with your husband, because he's so emotionally in tune. Like, he knows how you feel when things are going on for you emotionally, whether you're sad, you're angry, you're upset. He knows that something is going on. It's like there's something in his spirit that's like, you need to call your wife right now. You need to see your wife right now. You need to pull up to your wife's house right now. And so he's going to show up at the right time. He's going to call you at the right time. He's going to text you at the right time. You might be having a moment where you're looking at your body and you're not feeling super confident about yourself, or you're questioning whether or not he loves you. And then he sends you a text message and he says, I just wanted to tell you that I think you're the most beautiful woman in the world and I'm in love with you and you're perfect for me and you're everything that I've ever wanted. You're my dream girl. And then you're like crying. You're like, oh my God, like, how did you know that I needed this right now? It does feel like such an emotional energy. Like, I feel like you guys are going to cry so much. I feel like you guys are going to cry so much together. I don't mean that you're going to cry like you're having the worst fucking time and like you're like heartbroken and shit. I don't mean that. I just mean that you're going to cry. Like, he's going to move you to tears. He's going to say beautiful things. He's going to show up for you in such a beautiful way that makes you feel seen and makes you feel known and makes you feel understood. You know, this is the kind of man who is going to buy you gifts that are very sentimental, and it's just going to be the perfect thing for you. It's the perfect thing. How can I describe it? Like, because it's fourth house energy, right? So I'm thinking of food. I'm thinking of everyday things. I'm thinking about things inside of the home. So this is the man that's going to come home and say, you know, I was driving past that Thai restaurant. We haven't had that in a long time. I know that you really like that, so I got that food that you liked. Yeah, I stopped by the convenience store because I felt like getting a snack, and I got you a Dr. Pepper because I know you love Dr. Pepper. His big daddy qualities is that, or one of his big daddy qualities is that he's a listener. He's a man who listens. He's a man who sees you. He's a man who wants to see you, wants to know you, wants you to be happy, wants you to be taken care of. And the two of you are going to have such a strong spiritual connection. You guys could dream of each other. You could already dream of him. You guys might even have like 12th house synastry, 4th house synastry. You guys could have Neptunian connects in your synastry, you know, if you guys are into your own astrology. But the point is that there's a very dreamy energy here, a very spiritual energy here. His big daddy quality is that, you know, he's going to feel like your soulmate. He's going to feel like the man that was anointed by God to love you, to be with you, to take care of you. It's going to feel like he popped out of your favorite fairy tale, out of your favorite storyline. The way that he treats you, the way that he shows up for you, the way that he loves you, the way that he sees you, the way that he knows you, is just going to bring you to tears. They're singing that song by Lauryn Hill, I believe, right? Killing me softly with his words, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Go listen to that. Oh my God, go listen to that. That's like you guys' like fucking relationship. Okay. So let's move further into the cards. We have Lion, time to act. So we got some Leo energy. We got Axe, which I love. And then we got Grasshopper. Okay, so a million different things. First, I have to start with Axe. And this is one of the ones I've pre-shuffled these cards for the piles. And sometimes, you know, when you're shuffling, the cards flip over, so you see them. I try not to look at them until it's time so we can all be surprised together as a community. So when the Axe card flipped over, I was like, oh, bitch, I know exactly what this is. So his big daddy quality, one of his big daddy qualities is that he is very physically strong, okay? I don't know about you, but I love a man that can carry some heavy shit, okay? Sometimes the heavy shit is me. The heavy thing in question is my physical body, but just in general, you know what I'm saying? A man that carries luggage. A man that can carry the groceries into the house from the car, because it's very fourth house energy. There's a lot of like domesticated energy that's happening in your reading. So there's a lot of homebodiness, okay? So he might love to be home. Yes, this is a man who wants to be around you. This is a man who wants to be cuddled up on the couch. This is a man who wants to be around you. This is a man who wants to cuddle with you. This is a man who cannot go to sleep if you're not falling on his chest. Emphasis on his chest, because we have the Lion energy here. Lion Leo rules the chest. It's heart energy. So there's a big, strong, oh my God, he could kind of have that kind of like, do you know, like men who have that kind of lion energy, that regal energy? He could literally look like a fucking lion. You know what I mean? He could be a Leo rising. He could be a Leo sun. But it's kind of like, you know, just like men when they're kind of like peacocking, where they're, you know, walking around with their chests kind of puffed out. But it's not like he's putting on a show. It's just kind of like the way that he carries himself. So there's very strong energy. And when I saw this Axe card and it flipped over, it made me think, do you guys remember on TikTok? It was very popular, very viral at the time, or maybe I'm just telling on myself and that's just what the algorithm knew I wanted to see. But there were a lot of videos of men like fucking lumberjacks out in the wood, and they're like chopping wood, and it's the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. And that's what I think when I see this Axe. So I'm seeing a man who's very physically strong, very muscular, like big arm muscles, like chopping fucking wood, okay? So he could quite literally be a lumberjack. He obviously doesn't have to be, but this is just a man who is very physically strong. So his big daddy, well, one of his big daddy qualities is that he is so freaking physically strong. Oh my God. In my mind's eye, I'm just seeing like, Okay, saying it out loud sounds a little bit weird. I'm seeing a woman being like thrown, but not like thrown in like a violent way, like not thrown in like a scary way, but thrown in like a playful way. Like he could pick you up and throw you over his shoulders like a fucking sack of potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the energy, that's the vibe. So very physically strong, very emotionally mature, very in tune, and with this lion energy, very courageous, right? When I think about lion, I think about protection. When I think about lion, I think about protection. I think about a lion's roar. So his voice could be one of his big daddy qualities. You're going to love the sound of his voice. You're going to love the way that he expresses himself. And with that lion energy, that Leo energy, I think courage, and then Leo energy astrologically, I think of creative self-expression. I think about performer. So he could be a performer, especially with this Neptune and Pisces energy. This is a very creative energy. So this is a man who creatively expresses himself. And with that Leo energy, taking action, his big daddy quality is that he takes action. He takes action to make things happen. He takes action to make you feel safe. He takes action to take care of you. He takes action to move things forward. Okay, so let's pull out the rest of our cards. We have silence, healing, and radiance. Oh, I'm telling you, there's so much crying that you are going to be doing in this relationship, pal number one. But it's not negative crying. It's not like heartbreaking crying. It's like healing crying. Oh my God, I feel like his arms. I'm seeing, because the healing card, her arms are like outstretched. You're gonna like be held by this man. This man is going to wrap his arms around you. And I'm just seeing you like weeping. So there's a lot of talking about things, right? Fourth house energy, Cancer energy, mother wounds, childhood experiences. So this man in this relationship is going to help to heal you so much from your past stuff. Even if you're like, I've healed my stuff, I've gone through my stuff, being in connection with people can trigger those wounds. And growing closer with people and growing in intimacy with people can trigger fears and can trigger old stories. And in those moments when that happens, this is a man who is going to make you feel safe and secure, safe to express yourself, safe to be open and vulnerable. And he's going to listen with that silence energy. This is a man who's going to listen. He's going to love to listen to you talk, first of all. So pal number one, if you're one of my yappers, okay? If you're one of my yappers, he's going to eat that shit up. He wants to hear you talk, especially with that fourth house energy. He could be somebody who maybe is a little bit more introverted. Not that he doesn't talk, not that he doesn't speak. With the energy of the lion, I think when he speaks, people listen. The lion is the fucking king of the jungle. You know what I mean? I think this is a man who's deeply respected. I think this is a man who people take seriously. I think this is a man who, you would not want to upset that man and experience that man yelling at you. Like, he is kind of fucking scary. But with you, this is also a man who kind of understands the value of silence, and he also really cares about you. He cares about knowing you. He cares about connecting with you. He cares about hearing you. He cares about, seeing you, knowing what's alive within you. He wants you to express yourself to him. And so I see you guys having these just intimate moments where you're talking about the past and you're talking about your childhood and you're talking about how you felt, and he is just there and he is just present and he is just listening and he is just like, just telling you like, I'm sorry that you went through that, and being there for you and holding you and like kissing your forehead. He just has such like, oh my goodness. He just has such like a loving and caring and nurturing presence. And so one of his big daddy qualities is that he's a lover, he's a nurturer, he's a caretaker, he's a man that wants you to know that you're safe in his presence. He's a man that wants you to know that you're safe around him. He is a man that wants you to be at peace. Okay? Wants you to be sound asleep at night. Anything that he can do in his power to help you sleep better, to help you feel safer, to help you feel taken care of. He's going to do that. He's going to make sure of that. So this is a man who really cares about your emotional well-being. And with that radiant energy, I am a radiant reflection of God's light. I feel like in his own way, he is going to be a radiant reflection of God's light. Okay. There's something about him that's going to glow. The way that his love is going to change you, the way that his love is going to shift you. And it's like, you could already be doing good, right? I'm not saying that you're like a charity case or anything like that, but no, the way that this man's love is going to uplift you, it's like feeling safe to, you're going to feel safe to put yourself out there. It's like the way that this man loves you privately is going to impact the way that you show up publicly. The way that this man pours love into you, the way that this man speaks love into you, the way that this man speaks love into the wounds and the hurts of your past, whether it was with your mother, your father, your older siblings, like your family in general, like, you know, just like whatever it was that hurt you, the way that this man is going to speak love into you, the way that this man is going to heal you, the way that this man is going to take care of you. It's like your fears, the 12th house energy, Pisces energy, right? This is prisons, right? And what Pisces energy and 12th house energy can teach us is that prison is not just physical jail. Sometimes prison is emotional. Sometimes prison is the wounds that we have, the things that we don't talk about, the things that we don't share. And if we don't bring it to the light, then it can never be healed. It stays subconscious and then it fucks us up, right? Because the subconscious must manifest in the physical. So with this healing energy coming into your 12th house, it's like the ways that you have been hiding, the way that you have been running, the ways that you have been afraid to shine, afraid to put yourself out there, afraid to go bigger, afraid to do more. He's going to love you and nurture you and caretake you in such a way that you start shining more, you start being more radiant, you start going after even more things, right? You were already at an amazing level, you're going farther. You were already moving towards your desires, it's happening faster, it's happening more rapidly, it's happening in a greater way. So this is the most romantic shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. I love this for you. You have to comment down below right now and tell me that you're claiming this so that I can respond back to you and I can claim this for you. This energy is so powerful. And one of the greatest things that you can do right now to further tap into this energy, to embody this experience and to attract this into your life with more ease and more quickness than ever before would absolutely be to join me at the Living in the End 2-day virtual leadership retreat. It's happening next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, September 28th and 29th. You can join from anywhere in the world. You're getting 2 full days of connection with me and community with the other amazing fucking women of this community. I'm telling you, we have a community of trailblazers. We have a community of generational wealth builders. We have a community of generational curse breakers. So you get to connect with those amazing women across this leadership retreat. You're going to be learning how to take leadership of your mind, leadership of your reality, so that you can manifest the relationship, money, and career of your desire, right? Over the course of the 2 days, you're going to get 2 lectures with hot seat coaching. You're going to get personalized coaching from me. You're going to get 4 immersive workshops that have so many things inside of them that you're going to use forever, again and again and again. It's repeatable, which is what I love about it. It's so incredibly valuable. You're getting 4 group prayer and manifesting sessions. We will be manifesting for one another. This is so powerful. I'm so excited for this. And then, of course, you're going to get 4 opportunities to eat and have girl chat with me and just connect as girlfriends, you know? And then at the end of each day, I'm going to be releasing exclusive pick a card readings for you guys. And the pick a card readings will only be available to y'all. I'll never release them anywhere else, okay? I'm super excited about this retreat. The content that you're going to get is timeless. It's practical tools that you will use again and again and again and again in order to manifest the relationship, the money, and the career of your desire, okay? So if you want to learn more about that and purchase your tickets, you can get the schedule and learn literally every single detail of the event by going to nathhughes.com/living in the end. You can also click those links in the description box. And then, of course, I have other offerings like readings and courses and the free resource library. I see all of y'all that are coming into the free resource library, and I see all of y'all that are buying tickets to the event. So long story short, I see you guys. I love having you in this community. I love that we're growing and expanding together, and I'm so excited to serve y'all next weekend. All right, let's move on. Alrighty, pile number 2. I'm so excited for your reading. Hold on, I have to take a sip of tea. Okay, pile number 2. We're talking about your future husband and what are his big daddy qualities. I already gave a whole introduction on what I mean by big daddy qualities. So if you want to listen to that, then go back to the intro. Okay, let's jump right into this. And as we're tapping into your energy and the energy of your future husband, I have to remind you that I am doing a giveaway this week. If you would like to enter for a free reading, comment down below, #need that. Okay. And at the end of the week on Sunday, I'm going to be randomly generating the winner from, like a little online database thingamajiggy. So if you want to learn more about that, you want to get more details and about the terms and all that shit, just read the stuff in the description box, okay? And now let's tap into this energy. First, we're starting out with some astrology die, tapping into the energy of pile number 2. Pile number 2's person. I'm trying to get the perfect one. That's the perfect one. Okay, pile number 2's future husband. Ooh, yes. I'm here. T.I. If it ain't about the money, don't be calling me up, nigga. I ain't getting up if it ain't about the money. Ain't no use of you. Why does he say ain't no use to you? Ain't no use of you? I don't know what he says there. If it's not about the money, there's no use to you ringing my line. Stop wasting my time. If it ain't about the money, bitch, you can miss me with it. I'm not exactly getting that energy, but what I am getting is his wealth is what is giving big daddy. Okay, I needed more tea. So we have Pluto in Leo in the second house. And if you know anything about astrology, you know Pluto in the second house is money, money, money. I have Pluto in the second house. Hello. Anyway, Pluto in the second house in Leo. So you could have Pluto in the second house. They could have Pluto in the second house. They could be a Scorpio sun. They could be a Leo sun. They could be a Taurus sun. But we definitely have some Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus energy in here, right? So, okay, there's 1,000,001 different things that's coming down here. Taurus energy, second house energy. When I think about Taurus, I think about Venus because Venus rules over Taurus. So one of his big daddy qualities is the way that he looks, his aesthetic. So your future husband is going to be a man where you just look at him and you think, that's big daddy. Okay? And this is so specific, pile number 2, because you and I both know, okay? Like woman to woman, like you and I both know, okay? I think every man can have their own big daddy quality in one way or another, right? But there are some men, like when you're in their presence, it's 11:11 while I'm recording this. There are some men, while you're in their presence, when you look at them, when you see them, when they do that thing, and you're just like, oh my goodness, like, that's big daddy. That's all that I can say. That's all that I can say, okay? And if you don't know, you're going to find out, okay? If you don't know, you're about to know, pile number 2, because that's the kind of energy that your future husband has. You're going to look at him, okay? The way that he looks, the way that he dresses, his body, his face. It's Venusian, so it's very beautiful. It's Venusian, so it's very pretty, right? And that's just very much giving big daddy energy. And then with the energy of Leo is also kind of another big daddy sign because it's reminding us of the lion. The lion is the king of the jungle. So he could definitely be a Leo rising, Taurus rising, even Scorpio rising, right? These are signs and energies that are kind of strikingly beautiful. These are signs and energies that you just can't help but look at, and they're mesmerizing and you can't look away from them. So your future husband is going to be mesmerizingly beautiful and sexy and desirable, and you're just going to be looking at him and like your mouth is just like fucking falling open and there's drool that's coming out of your mouth. You're looking at him, you're drooling, your mouth is watering. Have you ever had that experience, pile number 2? Have you ever had that experience? And I can't say too much because this has to be monetized, but have you ever had that experience where you look at a man, or more specifically, you look at a particular body part on a man and your mouth starts watering? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, pile number 2. I feel like you're going to have that experience. And if you don't know, you will. Okay. Come back to this video after you get married or after the first time you make love. Comment down below. I know. Okay. If you know what the hell I'm talking about, you need to comment down below. I know what you're talking about. You see that thing and I don't know what it is. Why is my mouth watering right now? Like, oh my goodness. Anyway, with the energy of Pluto, when we have Pluto, we have power. So this is a man who has power. One of his big daddy qualities is that he has power, okay? And I'm not just thinking power like, I don't want to say the names of people who are bad with their power because I just really do not want to introduce that vibe to this reading. But I don't mean power like material power, even though this is Pluto and Leo in the second house. So yes, this is a man who is going to be wealthy. This is a man who is wealthy. This is a man who is wealthy and who flaunts that wealth. Why? Because this is Pluto, which can rule. Well, yes, Pluto is going to deal with our finances that we have with other people. It's a planet of power. The second house is also going to deal with our personal finances. And then Leo is our pride. Leo is our soul. Leo is how we express ourselves. And so when we've got this Pluto and Leo energy, we've got this Pluto and Leo energy in the second house, we've got this financial power that I'm very proud of. So yes, this is a man who has money. And yes, this is a man who you will know has money. Leo does not hide, okay? This is not a man where you're going, oh, I wonder, I think that my boyfriend that I'm dating might be rich. No. Okay? What's that song by Jay-Z? I'm flying out to Pisa just to get some pizza. Flight on to Jamaica just to roast some reefer. Like... No, bitch, you know he's rich because on your first date, he took you on a flight to Paris. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? So, so that's the energy and that's the vibe, okay? So this is a man who is rich. He's not hiding it. There is definitely an energy of flaunting it, but it's not in a negative or icky way. And that's not even what I was trying to say about his personal power. So take me back. His personal power... specifically is like a spiritual power, because when we have Pluto is going to rule over the sign of Scorpio, right? So when we're dealing with plutonic energy, we're dealing with a spiritual power and an otherworldly power, right? And that's what wealth can really be a manifestation of. Wealth can be the physical manifestation of your spiritual power, because what does money do? Money gives you the freedom to do what you want. And what happens when you're an empowered person? You have the freedom to do what you want. So if I'm an incredibly powerful person and I have the freedom to do what I want, well, of course I'm going to have money, because money is one of the things that I use to do what I want in the world. Are you feeling me, pile number 2? So this is a man who has an immense amount of spiritual power, and this manifests into financial power, right? Sometimes people can kind of do it in a little bit of a fucked up way, right? Where they are amassing wealth in order to gain a sense of power, and things can get a little bit fucked up, and I don't want to even go down that path. This is not your person. So your person has a spiritual power. Your person has a very strong spiritual strength, okay? And I feel like his power, it's like God, like how can I describe this? Okay, so like, you know, when you're with a man, right? And he's a really big man, and he has like a lot of like muscles, right? And you're like being held by him, or you're like rubbing his arms or something, and you're just like, oh my God, like he's so physically strong. Like I can feel his physical power. You know what I'm saying? It's like your person has power like that. Like he has power and it manifests in a very physical way. And of course, I'm getting strength, like muscular body, sure. But it's something ethereal about that power as well. It's something that I'm having difficulty expressing in words, because it's almost like it doesn't translate into words. It's like he has this spiritual power. It's like this it's like his power is this elephant in the room that nobody is addressing or talking about. We don't even know what to say. We don't even want to look at it directly. It's not intimidating, like it's scary. I'm not getting a scary energy and vibe here at all. I'm getting a very sexy vibe. I'm getting a very sexy vibe. He is like intimidatingly sexy. He is etherically sexy. I don't even know if that's a fucking word, but that's what he is, okay? He's etherically sexy. And if it's not a word, then make it one. Okay, let's move on. We got some cards here. We got the rabbit, bitch. What did I say? What did I say? Knocking the boots, okay? And if you don't know the song Knocking the Boots, then you need to go listen to it, okay? Knocking the boots, okay? What's the lyrics? Last night, I thought back to when we made good love, listening to some Marvin Gaye. Yes. Okay, we have Angel, right? Which is that ethereal energy. Then we have leg. You guys are the leg pile. I knew leg was going to come out here because I had seen some of them while I was shuffling. I try not to look so we can all be surprised together. And then we have haystack, which says karma. You will reap what you have sown. So I feel like this man, with that Pluto in the second house in Leo, I feel like this is a man who works hard. I feel like this is a man who is very strong. And I feel like every single thing that he has, it's kind of like it's something that was owed to him. So there's a very strong energy of integrity. And that's why I wanted to be super clear about his power and his wealth and this like status that he has, because it's not underhanded. It's not negative. It's not bad. It's not, something that people did terrible things in order to get or achieve. This is a man who moves in his integrity. I feel like his integrity and his values, yes, mama, his values are so incredibly important to him, because that's what we have when we have this second house, Taurus energy, second house energy. It's our physical possessions, yes, but it's also our personal values, the things that we find valuable. So this is a man whose personal power, Plutonic energy, comes from his personal values, second house energy. So the things that he thinks are right, the things that he thinks are good, the things that he thinks are morally correct are very important to him. And that really feeds into his big daddy qualities, because this is a man with integrity. This is a man who has so much strength. You would not approach this man on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? You would not approach this man to do bad business with him. You would not approach this man to get him to sign an unfavorable deal. You would not approach this man trying to get one over on him, because he has this like fucking ethereal, spiritual, fucking divine intelligence, angelic kind of energy and nature about him. But it's kind of like, if he has an angelic energy, it's kind of like a biblically accurate angelic energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, when they're like, this is a biblically accurate angel, and it's like a fucking amalgamation of like a whole bunch of like fucking eyes and wings and shit, and it's like kind of fucking scary and off-putting, and it's like, be not afraid. Yes, this is your future husband's energy. He has this ethereal, biblically accurate angel, be not afraid kind of fucking vibe, right? So he has this purity, and he has this love, and he has this good intention, but also this is not a man that I would want to fuck with in any way, shape, or form. This is a man who is intimidating. I'm not saying you, pile number 2, will be intimidated or scared by him. I think you will feel protected by him, because that's Plutonic energy, right? The things that we protect, Pluto in second house is going to protect their assets, protect their possessions. And if we're doing Scorpionic energy and Taurus energy, which we are with Pluto and Taurus energy, and maybe even a little bit of Leo energy, we have possessiveness. So this is somebody who is going to treat you like a possession, not in a negative way, not in a way that dehumanizes you, not in a way where he doesn't see you or take care of you or blah, 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 blah. What I'm saying is this is a man who believes that it is his duty to protect you. So he has this powerful fucking energy, this intimidating fucking energy. You got to think about people who are like Scorpio risings, right? Scorpio risings are fucking scary. And it's not that they're doing something intentionally to be scary. They just have their physical, right? It's first house energy. Their physical body is a manifestation of their spiritual power. And so they are intimidating even when they're not trying to be intimidating. So that's his energy. He's got this power. He is super intimidating. And he's got this strength. And so he makes good business deals, and he attracts good business deals. And especially with that Leo energy, it's, you know, that Leo energy, that Virgo energy, even that Scorpio energy is a little bit uppity, right? It's a little bit, I know that I deserve the best of the best. I know that I am the best, right? This is the man who negotiates really good. This is the man who makes a lot of money. This is the man who doesn't settle for less. This is a man who takes care of himself. He takes care of his family. He takes care of his finances. Like, oh my God, this man is like, is it hot in here? Okay, so I feel like this is a man who has integrity and has worked and has utilized his personal power in alignment with his personal values in order to amass massive fucking amounts of wealth for himself. We're talking Pluto in the second house here. This is massive amounts of fucking wealth here, right? And then with the energy of the leg, I feel like his legs are fucking powerful. I feel like his legs are strong. I feel like he has like big, strong thighs. And you guys, this, I talked about this in the intro, okay? We don't even have time to be getting into this, y'all, but I really have to. I really have to, okay? I'm a real fiend, okay? I'm a real fiend. I'm really addicted, okay? To men. And to men's thighs, okay? And I feel like you get me, pile number 2. And if you don't get me, when you meet your future husband, you will get me, okay? Because he's gonna have these like fucking thunder thighs, okay? And they're just gonna be the greatest thing that you have ever laid your eyes on, okay? I feel like his thighs are gonna be so just like big and like thick and like muscular, and his legs, and oh my goodness, like this man, oh my goodness, this man is gonna like pick you up and carry you fucking everywhere. Like, I don't even know, carry you where, I don't know, but I feel strongly that you will be getting picked up frequently. This man's legs go crazy. This man's legs go crazy. Bound number 2. So I feel like you're going to see his legs and you're going to think to yourself, yeah, that's mine. And I'm going to stick beside him. That's Big Daddy. Okay. And with the energy of the rabbit, I mean, come on. Hello. His making love, his stamina, on and on and on and on. Like Erykah Badu said, we don't even need to talk about it anymore, okay? Like, that's obvious. What more can I say? What are some of his Big Daddy qualities? Everything that he does related to making love. You're going to be doing it like rabbits. You're going to be multiplying like rabbits. So I hope you're prepared. Be prepared. Okay, we have three more cards and we have to hurry because we are over time. Pile number two. We have Voyage, Freedom, and Peace. On this Freedom card, there's a horse. Hello. Pile number two, you're going to go see a man about a horse, and the man that you're going to see is your husband, and the horse is your husband, if that wasn't clear. I'm telling you, that thing is thangin', okay? Another one of his big daddy qualities. See, this is a man who has freedom. I'm telling you, this is a man who has freedom. This is a man who has freedom to travel. Okay, so this is a man who really values freedom. This is a man who values time freedom in his job. So this might be a man who doesn't like to take on a lot of projects all at once, or, you know, he might have like a stint where he's working. He's gonna, what do they call them? Like sprints, you know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, I'm gonna work for this amount of time and then I'm gonna take this amount of time off. Like, I feel like this is somebody who has fabulous work-life boundaries. I feel like they love freedom. I feel like they love travel. It's definitely giving I can show you the world type of energy. So some of his big daddy qualities are that energy. Oh my God, girl, at the beginning of this, I said he's so obviously going to be wealthy. He's going to take you to Pisa just to get some pizza for your first date, right? Well, I said Paris, but it doesn't matter. The point is we now have freedom and we now have voyage. And with that Pluto in Leo in the second house energy, it's like a man who uses his abundance of resources and wealth to take you all over the fucking world. Like, this is the man who wants to take you everywhere that you want to go. This is the man who, if he is going on vacation, he wants to take you. I'm hearing Croatia. I'm getting Indonesia. I'm getting Bali. I'm getting New Zealand. I'm getting Australia. I'm getting London. I'm getting Toronto, Miami, New York, Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, Colorado. Okay. Up in a cabin. Something Aspen. I got the wrong. Wisconsin. You know the song by T-Pain. 'Cause you look so good. Tell me why you want to work here. I put you on the front page of a Queen magazine, but you go get yourself hurt, yeah. I feel like I botched the fuck out of those lyrics. But anyway, go listen to that song. It's by T-Pain. Yeah. So I feel like with freedom, peace, and voyage, I feel like this man, like, oh my God. Okay. It's not giving like, okay, he's not giving like escapist. And I really cannot spend any more time on this, y'all. We have to move on. But it's not giving escapist. It's giving like, you're having a bad day. He's like, baby, should we go on a trip? You're having a bad day? Let's get out of here. Let's go to Miami. You're having a bad day? You want to go to France? You want to go to Lake Como? I feel like this man just like loves to make you feel better, loves to support you, loves to take care of you, loves to spoil you. This man loves to spoil you, and he brings peace into your life. He has a calming presence. Yes, his big daddy quality is like he's intimidating to other people. To you, he brings a feeling of peace. He brings an energy of solitude. He brings an energy of rest. He brings an energy of relaxation. This is the kind of man where you can lay on his chest or be cuddled in his arms. You're asleep. You're asleep immediately. You're asleep immediately. Okay? He's gonna be calling you NyQuil, like the Nicki Minaj fucking song, okay? Like, big arms put pile number two's ass to sleep. Now she's calling him NyQuil. Like, hello. Seriously. So that's the energy that I'm giving. We do not have time to keep getting into this, even though I could be here forever. I love this reading. You have to comment down below and tell me that you're claiming this, okay? So that I can respond back and I can claim it for you, all right? And I have to remind you, in case you do not know yet, or for some crazy reason you are still on the fence, on September 28th and 29th, I am hosting the Living in the End 2-day virtual leadership retreat, right? It's happening over the course of the weekend, and over the course of 2 days I'm going to be showing you how to manifest the relationship, the money, and the career of your desire, right? So I just told you about this amazing man, and maybe some thoughts in your mind coming up for you is like, I can't have that. That's not possible. Or what if he doesn't like me? Or what if I have too many needs? Or what if he's not going to be safe? Or you know what I'm saying? Like there are so many different thoughts that are going on in our subconscious mind, thoughts that tell us relationships have to be hard. There are so many thoughts that are going on subconsciously that block us from allowing in this love that wants to come into our life, right? This big daddy wants to be yours, wants to be in your physical reality. And when you can uncover those thoughts and you can shift those thoughts and you can step into a position of empowerment around this big daddy, then you can call him in and you can manifest him more quickly and more easily. And not only can you manifest him in, but you can maintain that relationship and connection because you will be telling yourself the story that you are the kind of woman that gets in a relationship with a big daddy like this. And that's the kind of self-concept that we all need, right? So I'm teaching you how to do this inside of the virtual leadership retreat across those 2 days. You're getting 2 lectures with hot seat coaching. You're getting 4 immersive workshops. You're getting 4 group prayer and manifesting sessions. You're getting 4 opportunities to eat and have girl chat with me. And at the end of each day, you're getting exclusive pick a card readings. The energy and the content and the tools that you receive across this weekend are things that you will be able to use again and again and again and again, to manifest again and again and again and again, and to heal again and again and again and again, right? This is all about taking leadership of your mind, leadership of your reality, leadership in your industry, leadership in your community, leadership of your finances, right? So I'm so excited to serve y'all. I see those of you who are buying your tickets, and I'm so excited to connect with you next weekend so you can learn more about the schedules. You can get the full on details and all of the nitty gritties by going to nathews.com/living in the end. And you'll also be able to purchase your tickets through that link as well. It's also already linked for you in the description box. So I love you so much. I hope to see you there. And let's move on to the next reading. Alrighty, pile number 3. What's up, Bookie? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Let me know how you are in the comments. Comment down below. Tell me how you are. We are getting into your future husband. What are his big daddy qualities? Okay, I'm loving this reading. I love the other 2 piles. I'm super excited to tap into your particular energy. And as we begin tapping into the energy, I have to remind you that this week I'm doing a giveaway. So you can comment down below, #need that in order to enter the giveaway, okay? If you want to know all the terms and conditions and then you can look in the comment section. And not the comment section, you can look in the description box. And with that being said, let's get into today's reading. So what are your husband's big daddy qualities? We're starting off with some Astro Die. We've got the South Node in Leo. So much fucking Leo energy coming through in these readings. We've got the South Node in Leo in the 9th house. That's interesting. Okay. Let me tap in. I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Okay. South Node in Leo in the 4th house is North Node in Gemini in the 3rd house. Okay. So this is a man who doesn't want to be single anymore. Okay. His big daddy quality, one of his big daddy qualities, is that he doesn't want to be single no more. He doesn't want to play the field anymore. He's done that. He's been there. He's done that, okay? This is a man who gets a lot of attention. This is a man who has gotten a lot of attention, not just romantically, but, you know, in his career, in the public eye, because we have Leo energy, and wherever we have Leo energy, we have shining. Wherever we have Leo energy, we have the spotlight. So this is a man who spotlight comes very easily to him. Spotlight comes very naturally to him. He could be a Sagittarius. He could be a Leo sun, right? You could have these placements. You guys could have ninth house synastry. That means he could have, like, if you have Leo on your ninth house and he has a Leo sun, right? His sun might probably fall in your ninth house. That would be ninth house synastry. You don't have to have these things, of course. This is just a representation of the energy. So you've got this man who has traveled, who has been around the world, who has dated girls of different cultures, perhaps, has, connected with different people, right? That's ninth house energy, traveling, discovering new things, seeing new things, third house energy, Gemini energy. It's giving Hannah Montana. You'll always find your way back home. And why didn't you tell me that I didn't put my ambient video back up, y'all? Come on, I need your help. Work with me. I'm just kidding. Okay, but seriously. So this is a man who has kind of been around the block, okay? I'm not saying that he was promiscuous, but he could have been promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? He could have been out there. He could have been going out to the clubs. He could have, at some point, had a moment where he wasn't feeling particularly committal. More strongly than that, though, what I'm getting is a man who has traveled, okay? Your future husband is definitely a man who has been to multiple countries. He could have even lived in multiple countries, okay? He could have done work traveling around the world, but there's a very strong aspect of travel, right? So when your future husband comes into your life, when your future husband commits to you, oh, he's ready, okay? He has sowed his royal oats, wild oats. Baby, I don't know what the fuck that phrase is, but he sowed them. They're in the ground. He's done with them, okay? By the time that your future husband comes into your life, he's ready for commitment. He is ready for stability, right? Ninth house energy is going to be long distance travel. Third house energy is local travel. It's our local commute. So your future husband is going to be a man who wants to get, I want to even say, like, domesticated with you, right? This is a man who is either going to live near you, or he's going to move to live near you. He's going to want you to move to live near him. He's going to want to move in together. This is a man who wants his local spot, okay? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Like, it's not that he doesn't want to travel anymore. It's not that he'll never travel anymore, but he had a moment in his life. He had a phase in his life when he was going from one place to the next, where, maybe he wasn't leasing out places. He was staying somewhere for a couple of months and working remotely and then moving to another country. Like, he did that, right? He traveled, he explored, he had experienced different cultures and different people, and he learned so much. But when your future husband meets you, he's like, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to connect with my person. I'm ready to move into my forever home. I'm kind of getting ready to have some babies. I'm ready to have a routine. I'm ready to have an experience where I live here and I work on the other side of town, and I wake up every morning at the same time, and then I, take that route to my job, and I come home at the same time, and my wife is waiting for me when I come home. Maybe she got off work early, or you're a stay-at-home mom. But pile number 3, your husband's big daddy qualities is that he had that experience where he was out kind of, I'm hearing adrenaline junkie. He had that experience where he was out wanting to do everything and see everything and be everywhere and go, go, go. And now he's in this energy where he's like, I want to know what that's like. I want to know what that experience is like. So these are very exploratory energies, which I don't even know if that's a fucking word. But Sagittarius energy, Gemini energy, they love to learn, but they love to learn in their own unique ways. Sagittarius is going to learn by going off into a distant land. They're going to go to a different culture. They're going to go to a different experience, and then they're going to learn how somebody else lives. Gemini is going to learn, but Gemini and third house energy is our local environment. It's our, siblings and our cousins and our educational experiences in like our elementary school, right? Our primary education. So with this Gemini energy, it's like a man who has, okay, Sagittarius South Node to Gemini North Node, right? Going from that Sagittarius natural energy, expanding out of his comfort zone into that Gemini energy. It's this experience and this journey of going from, I gotta be all out there and I want to experience this and I want to experience this and I want to do some of this and I want to learn about this culture and I want to learn this language and I want to do this. And then it's like, okay, I've learned so much and I've explored so much. I'm kind of bored with this. I want to learn and I want to explore something different. The depth of which I explored Tokyo is deeper than the depth of which I explored my home country or my home state, right? So it's like a calling back to the local, a calling to create some sort of local. So your future husband, when he meets you, he's looking for his wife. He's looking for marriage. He's looking for his person. He's looking to settle down. He wants to know what that experience is like. He wants to know what that experience is like locally. It's like there's a learning experience that is in there for him, right? Okay. Now we gotta pull our other cards and see what we have here. We have whale, we have stork, of fucking course. What are his big daddy qualities? The fact that he is quite literally going to be a daddy. He might actually have children by the time that you guys meet. I'm not getting that very strongly, but this is a man who deeply desires children. This is a man who is ready to have children. This is a man who is ready to be a father. So something that is making him a big daddy is that he is quite literally interested and ready to become a big daddy in, a familial sense. Okay, and then we have whale, and then we have scales. Like, this is a man who wants marriage. This is a man who wants marriage, because when I think scales, I think Libra. I'm thinking Libra. I'm thinking contracts. I'm thinking marriage on a fucking paper. Okay? So this is a man that wants to get married. This is a man that wants you to take his last name. Okay? I'm getting that very strongly. And you guys might do the hyphen thingy majiggy, but he definitely would like for you to take his last name. So there's a bit of a traditional energy that's coming through here. This is a man, because when we think South Node versus North Node, we're taking the things that we've gathered in our South Node and we're using them in order to propel us into our North Node, into our destiny. So even though he's wanting to become more of a domesticated cat or a domesticated dog or whatever, it's kind of like, you guys move in together, you guys get married, and inside of your home, the way that you guys are eating and your dinner table setup is similar to the way that they set up dinners and the way that they host dinners in Tokyo or in Japan or I'm here in Korea, right? So he could have like a room in his house of different, I want to say like memorabilia, different souvenirs, different things that he's gotten over the years, but also just in general, the things that he's learned from traveling and exploring and experiencing these different cultures. Those things are going to seep into, they're going to impact the way that he does family, the way that he does raising children, the way that he does educating his children, because different cultures raise kids in a different way. And so this is somebody who has gone to different places and he's either been around parents of those different cultures or he's, connected with adults who were raised by those different cultures and he's seen the positive consequences and different things like that. So this is a man who is willing to do things differently. One of his big daddy qualities with that ninth house energy is his intelligence. This is a man who is incredibly intelligent. Okay, ninth house energy also rules higher education. So this could be a man who has different degrees, right? This could be a man who's a doctor. This could be a man who has studied a lot. Of course, this could also be a man who works in higher education in some way. This could be a man who really loves educating other people, but that's not the point. The point is that this man is brilliant, okay? What is making him a big daddy is his mind, the way that he communicates, the way that he thinks, and the way that he teaches, okay? The way that this man teaches you things, the way that this man shares things with you is what makes him a big daddy. So I'm getting a lot of like just educational energy. So we have power, we have emerging, and we have opening. And it's so interesting because there's certain energies. You guys could have watched all three piles. There's like certain energies of this reading that have just like continued to repeat. The energy of power, the energy of Leo. So like that's really interesting. Let me tap into the energy and see what I'm getting from these cards. Okay, we'll start with power and opening. What I'm getting about your future husband and what's going to make your future husband very much like this big daddy energy is that the way that he educates you and the way that he shares with you is going to empower you. We kind of got that message in pile number 1 as well. And it feels very similar. So you might want to go watch that pile for more messages. And I feel like a lot of what they're talking about is like actual like parenting stuff now. Because I feel like the way that this man is going to parent your children is one of his big daddy qualities. I am emerging into the light with joy and ease. I feel like the way that he expresses himself, maybe through laughter, maybe through jokes, maybe through creative projects, writing, the way that he expresses himself is going to inspire other people to express themselves in the same way or in their own like unique way. I feel like his big daddy quality is that he's going to be tall. Because I'm literally seeing, because it looks like this woman is like reaching for the stars, but also like reaching for shit on the top shelf. So you guys can be short. Or, you know, when you have experiences, you go to the grocery store, you need something on the top shelf, you're not going to have to call someone and ask them to get it. He's going to be able to reach up and grab it. And I feel like one of his big daddy qualities is that he is such an open-hearted person. He is someone who is able to receive love from you. And he is someone who is able to give love to you. I feel like this is a man who's going to love when you pour love into him with that Leo energy. Leo wants to be seen. Leo wants to be recognized. Leo wants to be worshipped in a way. And so I feel like this is a man who is going to feel very comfortable being complimented. He's going to feel very comfortable being complimented. He's going to be very proud of himself, very proud of his intellect, very proud of the things that he knows, the things that he has experienced, the things that he has done in the world. And so the way that you pour into him is going to light him up and excite him and make him feel so loved. And he's also going to pour that love back into you, right? Leo energy is going to need love and attention, but they're going to take the love and attention that you give them and they're going to give it right back to you tenfold. And so you guys are just going to be this couple that has this love and attention that you're constantly kind of like recycling and pouring back into one another. And with the energy of whale, when I think about whales, I think about intelligence because whales are really intelligent. And I also think about family and like traveling in packs. I feel like this man is going to be deeply committed to family, deeply committed to the family that he wants to create with you, deeply committed to the pack, deeply committed to your family unit, the progress of your family unit, the safety and security of your family unit. This is the man who's going to make sure that the investments are good, that, you know, the kids are taken care of, that the trusts are set up, that, you know, God forbid anything happened to the two of you, the kids are set and the kids are taken care of. So he's a very responsible man. One of his big daddy qualities is that he's a very responsible man. And I feel like he's very physically large in a way that you like, whatever that means for you. He's very physically large, but also like light on his feet. I'm not 100% sure of what the fuck that means, but that's what I'm getting. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee type shit. So he might be a wrestler, he might be into that kind of stuff. But that's what I'm thinking of when I think of whale, because when I think of whale, I think about large, but they're like still, you know, moving through the water and shit. So it's like large and light. It's like he's going to be this large man who is also very light-hearted. That's what it is. He's like a large man who's very light-hearted, very playful, doesn't take things too seriously. One of his big daddy qualities is definitely his sense of humor. Oh my God. How did it take me so long to mention the sense of humor? Yes. Sagittarius big daddy, Travis Kelce. Yeah. He's going to be giving you some sort of Travis Kelce energy and vibe. Physically large man, also a little bit silly, a little bit jokey. I don't know too much about Travis Kelce, so that's really the best that I got for you, but that's who flashed into my mind, okay? Kind of even giving a little bit of that like jock energy, not really airhead jock energy, but kind of airhead jock aura, but he's like super duper intelligent, right? So like airhead jock with intelligence. But you have to put the airhead jock because the airhead jock guy is kind of funny, you know? Kind of funny, kind of playful, likes to joke around, likes to laugh, likes to have a good time, likes to dance, likes to party. And so that fun energy, he's going to bring that to your family. He's going to bring that to your kids, okay? And pile number 3, I cannot continue this reading any longer because we have our own time limits. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did and you're claiming it, let me know down in the description box, and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe before you head out of here. And the last thing that I want to share with you is that next weekend, September 28th and 29th, I am hosting the Living in the End 2-day virtual retreat. You're going to be learning how to manifest this relationship, how to manifest this man, right? How to clear those subconscious blocks and those old fears between you and the man of your desire, and how to actually create a belief system that is sustainable, that is habitable. How do you say that? Like, you know, like when a planet is inhabitable, what's the opposite of inhabitable? It doesn't matter. We don't have time. How to create an environment, an internal environment and an external environment where your relationship can actually thrive, where a connection with an amazing man like this can actually be maintained. So you're going to be learning how to manifest that. You're going to be learning how to create that. You're learning how to do it for your relationships. You're learning how to manifest for your money, and you're learning how to manifest for your career environment, for your reputation, right? For the people who you work with, okay? This is not a retreat that you want to miss. I see those of you who are buying your tickets, and I'm so excited to work with you and to connect with you, okay? So over those 2 days, you're going to be getting 2 lectures. You're getting hot seat coaching from me, and I am very, very good at what I do. You can go and watch or read the reviews for my amazing work. You're getting 4 immersive workshops with content and practical tools that you're going to be able to use again and again and again so that you can manifest again and again and again. I'm all about total and complete transformation and sustainable change, right? Change that we're able to actually maintain. You're going to be getting 4 group prayer and manifesting sessions. You're getting 4 opportunities to eat and have girl chat with me. And you're getting exclusive pick a card readings that I'm going to be releasing at the end of each day. It's going to be so good. It's 2 full days of healing and shifting and girlhood, like sisterhood and community. And I'm so incredibly excited and honored to be serving you guys through this. So if you want to learn even more, you want to get all the details and the schedule, you can do that and grab your tickets by going to nathhughes.com/living in the end. And I didn't say this, but you can join from anywhere in the world, okay? You do not want to miss this event. And the last thing that I will say is that I've got the free resource library, I've got tarot readings, and I have courses that you can also check out if you want more work and more connection with me. So check out those links in the description box. Just go to look at my website because it's really pretty and I put a lot of time into it, okay? I love you, and I'll talk to you in the next one.